All right, welcome back to the channel. So we have several of you asking if I can compare Sheer SEO to Labrika. I'll probably save the actual comparison for maybe a follow-up video, but I want to go back and revisit Labrika now. I completely forgot about Labrika. So we have SIP asking for an updated Labrika opinion or review. We've had a lot of interest in Labrika over the years. And then we have someone over here even asking this question that I'll just go ahead and address, that they're also kind of ditching their Google niche websites and so forth, and they canceled their SE ranking subscription and so forth. So yeah, that makes sense. So this video is going to be for those that are interested in Labrika. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So we're over here on AppSumo, and this tool is actually just living on AppSumo for the last 4 years. Maybe it didn't go away. I think that they actually ended up on some of the other platforms as well. I'm not going to name them. I don't know if they're active on any of those other lifetime deal platforms or not, but they certainly are still live on AppSumo right now. They have 143 reviews and it's at about a 4.8 star rating. So that's definitely nothing to look away at. So they have some really good rankings or ratings, and their customers seem to really like the tool. I do remember reviewing this like 4 years ago, probably one of the first tool sets that I reviewed back in 2020, that it was impressive from a technical SEO standpoint. You could use it as a technical SEO audit tool in your agency if you're an SEO. But I want to dive in and see what's going on 4 years later and really focus on if this can be a keyword research replacement tool. We already know that it's good at technical SEO, so I don't really have to look at that too much. But what I do want to look at is just anything else that they have, okay? So we'll come through and just want to look at the plans. You have plan one, $68. You get all the features above, and we're going to go and look at all these Labrika features, which is just insane. They're all listed out. You get right off the bat, their lowest plan, they're going to let you track 500 keyword rankings per month. So they're already at the $300 level of Sheer SEO with a $60 plan. That's already, from a pricing standpoint, this tool, I can right off the bat tell you that it probably wins, because they're giving you 500 keyword rankings for $68. It just is nuts. Unlimited websites. I had to pay $300 for 8 websites, 8 domains on my Sheer SEO plan. Okay, so pricing, definitely Labrika is already winning that battle by a landslide. You have plan 2, $136, and you can go up to 1,000 keyword rankings and 20,000 crawled pages. So that's really the separating factors, is how many pages you can crawl. Don't worry, I don't know what how many pages you can crawl. We're going to maybe do that comparison video as a follow-up video. Plan 3, $240, all in, 1,500 keyword rankings. That's more than most even SEO people would need, and 30,000 page views or page crawls per month. Unlimited websites, even on their plan 1. I'm most impressive. I'm going to go ahead and just purchase plan 1 because it's already at the same level as what I purchased with Sheer SEO. But when you click on this, all Labrika features, pretty interesting. You get a list of all the stuff that they have in their tool. It's kind of nuts. 230 plus features list. And it's very, very SEO audit related. I think that's kind of the forefront, the main reason that they built the tool. Plagiarism checker, all kinds of missing H1 tags and meta descriptions and all that good stuff, right? And then we come in here to your SEO, or it gets even more technical than that, your 404 errors, your SSL certificate being used, all kinds of stuff, CSS checker, JS checker, real technical SEO stuff. And then you can come down here, you can just keep seeing. And then you have your competitor analysis stuff over here. And then you have your print versions, your document, your Excel file. And then you have sitemap stuff. And then we come through here. It just keeps going, guys. It just keeps going and going. The stuff that I'm actually most interested in, to be honest, is maybe the link analysis over here, the tools, keyword research suggestion tool, and just this kind of stuff over here. So the tools feature is what I really want to spend probably most of my time with. We already know it's really good at this kind of stuff, but I'll try to do kind of a brief comparison when I make that video as well, guys. Okay. So let me go and purchase this software. Before we do that, let's just scroll through here. I wish they would update this side section over here, especially for tools that they're still allowing to live in their library on AppSumo. They need to go back to these old tools that have been on the platform for years. They've obviously been around and they're still around. So this is already going to be right there with Sheer SEO as far as like page and longevity. This one is so far standing the test of time with lifetime deal tools. I don't think you can probably go wrong with the tool because it's been open for 4 or 5 years now. But I wish that they would fill this out. Any reviews that they have on all the other sites and kind of beef up their profile right over here, right? And they do answer a lot of questions right there, so which is good. There's that 4.8 star rating out of 140 reviews. But the big thing is looking at the newest reviews. They've got reviews coming in as literally from, I'm making this video on January 3rd. This one is from yesterday, January 2nd, 5-star review from December. So just weeks ago, unsatisfied kind of customer there. But then we come over here, just 5 stars. And these are all within the last like 8 weeks getting 5 stars. So they're still selling their software. They're still getting good 5-star reviews. Let me go make the purchase and I'll be right back and we'll look at the dashboard. Okay, so we are logged in now. It's going to take you through a series of steps to get started, adding a site and launching a new project. What we need to do there, I'm just going to go push the next right here, creating a plan. So now they're going to try to tell you how to create a plan, invite the team, how to work with the general summary report. So you can kind of go through their kind of tutorials right away. They pop this out to you, or you can just click this handy X button and get out of that. So we have create a project right over here. Just kind of looking over here. I do like that it looks like they've kind of improved their menu over here, which seemed like it was kind of getting out of hand as far as just way too many options and clutterness, if I can remember, even from those screenshots. But I like that we can now see your keyword rankings over here, your SEO stuff, and then your keywords right here, as literally keywords is one of the main things that you can do. And so they've broken it down into 4 parent categories, which is pretty cool. So we have our create project button. So let's go just do what they say, create a project. So let's go put in our domain. We'll put in LearnWire since it has some rankings. Number of pages to scan, 1,000's fine. And we can add keywords from a list. And let's say I don't have my keywords, right? I'm moving from another tool. So then maybe we can get keyword suggestions. Maybe it's going to do some type of search to figure out what we are possibly ranking for already. Okay, so it's just going to find some keywords that have to do with the website, but definitely not stuff that I'm actually going for. So I'm actually going to cancel out of that. And I'm going to go grab my keywords and paste them in. All right, so I've got my handy keywords right over here. I'm going to copy from ChatGPT, come back in here and add keywords and paste those keywords in and add the keywords there. So we have 37 keywords will be added. 1 duplicate were found. Cool, confirm. Then we keep coming down, search engines, add search engines. So do we actually have to add Google? Okay, so we have Google there. I guess you could put your country in. I'm going to just leave it. Search depth top 50. Okay, so this is where you can control. Definitely, I want to turn that to top 100. And we will add, it looks like it does want the city or state. So, all right, let's go ahead. Add United States. We'll go with New York City. And okay, so it takes a second to get that all set up, but we should be good to go with create a project now. It's creating our first project for us. They are going to put in here flexible credit packages for easier use. No, thank you. Start report, full site analysis, only search rankings, only technical audit. Let's go with the full site analysis next. And it's going to also look at our queries and then current credits left on the tariff for the amount of pages. And then we're going to push start and I'll pause the video and we'll come back. And just looking at this, like the way that they're going to be pulling your credits and your usage, they're recommending that you just check your keywords twice per month. Most keyword tracking tools check every 24 hours. That's certainly what like SERP Robot does. And I believe that's what Sheer SEO is doing as well. So I would say recommend at a minimum every 7 days. So every week. I think waiting 2 weeks to check your rankings is probably a little too much. So maybe checking 4 times a month. So we will have to be mindful of just like the credit system. We'll come back over and just kind of look at this. So you have 10,000 page crawls. That could mean a whole bunch. Like that might be one of their credit systems that they're using to measure and kind of meter what you're doing on the tool. And then the keyword rankings, that also, every time you get one checked, that might cost a keyword ranking. And so that's why they're saying they're giving you this one check per month. So it's a little misleading. The way that I'm understanding this is that for every time you check a keyword, it's going to basically take one of these credits away. So you have to really kind of look at that, like 1,500. You're not going to be able to check on a daily basis the keyword rankings. And so that is going to make it a little bit different from the other tools, even Sheer SEO and so forth. I don't think that they're allowing us to check this daily. I will try to confirm that, but that's the kind of the way that I'm checking it, especially getting kind of warnings like what they're kind of giving us, like they recommend us only checking one or two times per month. So it does say that you can leave this report right here. It's going to be taking some time. So let's go start making our way through the tool right now. We're in the SEO section. We have our site settings over here. We can go and change out our domain names. You cannot edit the site until the report's finished. We have keywords over here. We can add more keywords, search engine. So this is where you can kind of set everything up, set up a report over here as well. Maybe you can get a report emailed to you and so forth. So that's pretty cool. Now let's go and I guess just push the red X button, go back out of here. Optimization and keyword grouping. There's going to be a ton to go through on this. So I don't really know. Do I want to make a 45-minute video on this? Let's go content optimization. We need this report to go away. So maybe we can go to a different section and come back to that. So we'll go into keyword positions. Nope, not letting us look at any of that right now as well. Let's go to keywords over here. All right, so let's just spend some time in the keyword research section. So we have 4 websites, keyword suggestion tool, we have long tail, we have broad and new content ideas, and then my favorite keywords. So some type of list that you can save. I will say that the UI of the software is a little bit more modern than Sheer SEO. We can come pop over to Sheer SEO. I don't know. The Sheer SEO looks pretty good to me too as well. I like the kind of bright blue type colors, the traditional type colors. But I would maybe give some of these buttons and fields and stuff and that's been some complaints from other people, is a little bit outdated, the way that the data right here. Maybe have changed some of these, like keyword difficulty, if it's over 30, maybe change these to green, have some kind of fun, exciting things pop out at you. That's just from a UI, UX standpoint. That's what I would do probably if I was building a keyword research tool. But coming back in here and just looking at some of the colors, I like what they're doing over here with Labrika as well. It's not like a major difference, if you will, but I would just give the slight edge to UI development to Labrika. Let's go for this and enter a website URL to find suggestions. So let's go put in our keyword or ketocrush.com and see what it's going to do for us. So 100, let's go with 500 and search. So enter a website URL to find suggestions. So it should be able to find keywords for us, is what I'm taking on this. Close out this right here. But if you want some onboarding tips, they have this little going to go out there and find 500 keywords for us. So does that mean that it can only find 500 keywords for us? And if that's the case, then Sheer SEO will win when it comes to keyword research, right? And one thing, it's researching 500 keywords for our website, but Sheer SEO from a keyword research standpoint is much, much faster. Now, it's just finding like almond flour. It's finding keywords on our web pages and telling us that maybe those are keywords that we should rank for. Like this one, Keto Kids Comprehensive Guide to Low Carb Nutrition for Children, Balanced Meal. Like you're not going to rank for balanced meal for a blog article about children's nutrition and keto and so forth. So not really sure what this tool is doing for us. It's going and finding our author page right here and saying that we're going to rank for author David, right? So kind of interesting, not real sure. You can add it to a favorite. You can deselect, download, copy. But overall, this tool just is not useful. And I wouldn't be excited about using this particular tool. Let's go to the long tail, enter a keyword phrase to find suggestions. Why not use keto diet as an example, since that's what I've already used. And it looks like I can already tell you right now for keyword research, Sheer SEO is going to be the clear winner because they produce 10,000 keywords at a time for you. And the max amount that this tool seems to be able to do for us is 500 keywords for us. So if you're planning on looking at Labrika for a keyword research replacement tool, or if you want me to compare it to Sheer, I can tell you right now, if you made it this far into the video, I can tell you right now that Sheer SEO is going to be the clear winner for keyword research because you can only get 500 keywords at a max right over here. So we do have keto diet. these would be some good keywords, but I'm not seeing any like keyword difficulty. So up to what more keywords available. So how do we get these then? How do we get the 20,000 keywords available? How do we get those? Recent searches. They're not telling us how we can get those other keywords. And so just from a usability or UX standpoint, this doesn't make any sense, right? Like, I mean, I can select, I should be able to select all, select filtered, deselect filtered. It's just, this is just not as easy to use as I would want to see. Let's look at 100 keywords for now, but I'm not seeing how I can even look, like when I click this, select filtered, but I'm not filtering anything, right? I shouldn't have to click on all these copy selected. I want to select all. So where is a filter? I'm not seeing a filter over here either. And then this right here is really playing with me right now because there's nothing up here that's telling me how to get to access to these other 20,000 keywords unless I'm just completely missing something. You can add the keywords to a project there. Here's a download button and let's see what ends up happening. Keto diet, open that up. All right, I'm gonna hover over here. So we get 500 keywords. Here's the keywords. But guess what, guys? I mean, there's no data. There's no search volume. There's no keyword difficulty. There's no cost per click. There's no information. And it's also not displayed in the tool over here. So as a keyword research tool for an SEO tool to be around for 4 years, for them to not even develop this side of the tool, I'm completely let down by that, and definitely not something that I just can't see using this tool at all for relevant keyword research. So I'm completely underwhelmed, if you will, with the keyword research section of the tool. Try this, keto diet over here. And again, you can only choose 100 or 500. Let's search for 500. And it's been sitting here for a while and nothing's happening. So that part is also kind of a little frustrating. Okay, so we finally got some keywords to show. And so it's saying up to 101,000 keywords available. How do we get to these? It's not telling us how we can get access to these keywords. It makes no sense whatsoever to me, but it doesn't really matter because search or filter results, you have to add that. Okay, so contains keto diet. And we're looking at keywords that contain keto diet. That's kind of how you use their filter. The filter system is definitely not what you're used to using other keyword research tools. And again, they're playing with you right over here with this number right over here. We have no access to be able to access that. If you click on this right here, it does not allow you to, there you go. You have to actually select on that. And you can select all right here, but we're only looking at 500 keywords right here. And then again, we do not have any information about, and I don't see how any button to analyze or anything like that. So I could butcher this more, but I'm not going to. The keyword research function is very subpar on this tool. New content ideas, let's go, and keto diet. Just sticking with the same example. You can choose between, looks like 5 is what you get. So search, and maybe it will create 5 new ideas for us for keto diet. What is the hype about the keto diet? You have an article, you can go do some research. It does give you a kind of an outline, and then it gives you keywords. This is probably the most useful thing that we could, I hate that they add this thing up here that we have no access to, right? We have no choice. We can't choose to get access into all this content that they're hiding from us. There's no way to get to it from what I'm seeing. But I do see value in like that it found all this work right here. It gave us like an article outline. We could go and plug this into another AI tool to write the information. This is decently useful, the new content ideas area, and your favorite keywords. You could add it to a list right there. So that's your keyword section over here. It's pretty bad, to be completely honest with you guys. Let's go back over to the SEO. I guess we'll hit on tasks. So to view project information, first select a project in the list. And where's that at? Project. Okay, so we're going to go with project here. And then it just takes us back over to the SEO area. So I'm not really sure what tasks. Okay, so we're going to go click back on tasks, and you can create a board. And this is where you could go and probably maybe select a project template right here. Templates not added yet. Okay. Generate a board based on website analysis. Okay, let's just do that. And We'll type in LearnWire and push create for it to be a board. And then it's going to automatically create all these things that we need to do. So we have view your site's top 10 competitors. You can come in here and go to the report and it'll tell you what the complexity is. And it's telling you if this is pending or not. So if you have someone on your team that has done this, let's just go and click on this right here or view the report right here. It's going to open up. And we're doing some type of competitor analysis right here. So we have this, let's say KW Hero. Is there a plus button? What does that do for us? And it's going to mark our competitors. We just have keywords here though. We don't actually have the list of competitors anywhere. And this is supposed to be analyzing our competitors. So the way that this has a plus and a minus, if it's not there, this is a lot to look at. I don't know. What do you guys think? The layout of this, the usability of this, I'm not really liking it too much. Okay. Maybe if you're a technical SEO and you can figure this stuff out and what they're trying to do right here, cool. This might be very useful, but to me, this just is confusing to look at. You can go into links, internal links, and you can look at internal links on your website, how many times they've been used, landing pages with too few inbound links. You can click on that and look at what any of your pages that have no inbound links, external links, 119. What pages have external links? You can actually click on one of these right here and it'll tell you where on your site you have that particular link at. Let's go back to the site summary report, guys, and just see what it does for us. Okay, so we're at setup, report, schedule. You can actually schedule an analysis and rank tracker frequency. Keywords in top 10, we have 5% right here. Top organic competitors, AppSumo, Reddit, Trustpilot, Capterra, LinkedIn, Product Hunt, so G2. So that does make sense that those are our competitors. Show critical errors, 32. We could go and look at these right now. Let's click on that. That's just like a description of this. If we wanted to get to the 32, we'll have to do something else. Critical errors, crawler stats, number of pages crawled by our crawler, 214 pages crawled. And how much do we get on our plan? We get 10,000 pages. So we'd be totally fine with probably 5 websites on the first plan. Security, hosting information, it gives you all kinds of information, server errors, resources, site map. So everything in red obviously is something that you would want to pay attention to. How do we get to this stuff though, right? Like that's where I want to kind of see. So where are we at right over here? Essential landing page elements. It kind of analyzes the landing page, competitors and features, site rankings right over here. We have keywords in the top 5, none, keywords in the top 10, 2, top 20, it separates that all out. Okay. Site rankings, we kind of already did this, I believe. Looking at your keywords, this right over here. So we have an SEO review. It is telling us where we are currently ranked with those keywords, but there really isn't any other information going on. And when we come over here to Sheer and go into our rankings, current, I can just tell you right now, so let me change the website over to LearnWire. Look at all this information we get. We get with the date, the difference, the last time it was ran. Let's go see if I can read this now. So I'm going to push this poll now button. I think maybe that's what it is. No, I'm going to select all the keywords, action maybe, and then nope. So these must be coming up today they'll be checked again. So I believe that these get checked once a day. But if you want to actually pull it now, you actually get charged for that. And this is where they probably, and I think that I agree with this. If you want more frequency than 24 hours, then you have to pay for it. I'm okay with that. This is where the polling frequency. So actually it's weekly, guys, right here. So we can choose what day we want. It sends an email. And so this is going to be a one time per week. And if we wanted to change the polling frequency, we would have to purchase that. Okay, so this is once per week. It's still better than Labrika, I believe. And then all the information it's giving us, the URL that's ranking, the volume, or it doesn't give us the volume. It gives us the ranking right there. It does give us latest progress, and it does give us the volume. So we come back over here to Labrika, and it doesn't give us any information other than where it's ranking, which that's, I mean, it's doing its job, but it's certainly not giving us any more information than that. So I would almost give the edge to Sheer because they check 200, they check 20 pages deep, 200 levels to see where you're ranking. And Labrika is starting off trying to check only 50, and you have to actually change it to 100. So overall, I think Sheer actually wins on that too. I don't think I'm actually going to do a comparison video. Hopefully you made it this far in the video, but just from what I can see and the way that I use tools, especially for niche site keyword research and keyword ranking and competitor analysis and so forth, I think Sheer is going to win, and I can almost just make that call for you right now. Well, let's go. But for site technical audits and stuff, I think you could do a lot in here. I really don't want to unpack all this. What you could do inside of Labrika, it's still heavy on the SEO audit. You come in here, and I'm trying to see where the critical errors are. Like, how do we get to the critical errors? Okay, so they're actually separated out in here. So if you come through here and you look at like meta tag, we have 146 right over here. So if I click on that, it's going to give us all the 146 pages on the site or categories that don't have a meta description. Sheer SEO also identified that for us as well. Without unpacking more of this is still a heavy on-page technical SEO tool. It's not a keyword research tool. Now, there was a section over here that I wanted to see if I could try to get to. I wasn't able to pull off that screen right there where that was at. And then there was also, and you can tell that they've definitely changed the UI has changed, and they've remodeled it a little bit. But right over here, I'm not seeing this part where we can actually open up a page and analyze text and do all this kind of stuff. I'm not seeing that option. There probably is a button over here somewhere, but I find myself almost starting to get lost in here. And you guys will remember in my review from this tool, when we open up each one of these parent categories and I started saying, hey, there's a lot of options. You could almost start losing yourself in here. Well, this brings a whole nother level to that, probably times 5, and you just start getting overwhelmed. There's just a ton that you can do over here. Technical site audits. Let's see if I can find. There's a website availability test. It's going to run all these scores and so forth. So I do think that they've got some good stuff in here for technical SEO. You can't go wrong with this tool. And I'm not going to even go as far to say that Sheer is better with technical SEO. I will still give Labrika the benefit of a doubt from a technical SEO standpoint, because after all the technical SEO that you can do over here, you can actually go to a print version site summary report. You can actually write your company name, put your logo in, contact right over here, and you can actually, let's just do this real quick. All right, so we've added our logo, we've added our name, we've added our actual name, contact name, we've added a little slug there. Show crawl report, why not? Show keyword grouping. I don't know if we have that or not. Let's go ahead and just put that on there. Max rows per table. You can actually customize that. Let's just go with 10. Keyword ranking report, cool, let's show that. Date range and max rows, create the report. So you can actually do something like this. This is probably one of the most impressive parts about Labrika. But just kind of getting to the nitty gritty of this, you wouldn't be able to, in my opinion, do everything that you need to do for SEO inside of this tool. You may be able to do the technical SEO and the rank tracking in this tool, but you're not going to be able to go and do full research. All right, so this is the report that it pulled. There's a ton of files in here. Here's a PDF right here. Let's go ahead and open that up. This is what the audit report would look like to the client that you're sending it to. Here's your top competitors, technical SEO. So this would be great to go and do an audit on someone's site. If you're trying to get a client too, you could send this to them and show them like all these things that are messed up about their website. And it would explain to them if they're interested in what all this stuff means. Site doesn't look so bad. Everything's almost in green, not too bad. But no one's really going to look at all this information. You're going to have to be careful of what you actually want to share. Here's some errors right there on the site and just keep going. So the report is just massive. You probably don't want to select all this. It's just too much, right? You would never send this off to someone. No owner of a company, owner of a restaurant or something like that is going to go and look at all this stuff. You just want to show them what keywords they're ranking for, this keyword report right there and so forth. So you're going to need to figure out exactly what you want to share with them. Let's go to tools. Okay. So this was Labrika, guys. The people that are giving it this 5-star rating is probably people that are specifically looking for a tool that can audit websites and do all kinds of technical SEO stuff. I'll give them the benefit of a doubt that it's really good at technical SEO and the reporting and all that kind of stuff. But if you get a client, you would use this tool for all the technical SEO and possibly for the keyword rankings is fine. We would need to look at how much control we have over that under the rankings. If this is the ranking, set up a reporting schedule, update keyword rankings for this group, update site rankings. So how often can we current credits left on tariff? So we only have 500 left. We've already used 37, and that's going to redo. And it's exactly what I was thinking. You only get 500 checks per month. So it's actually per month is really what they're allotting you. So when it comes to that, it's even less impressive than it seems on the pricing page. And like I said, you wouldn't be able to do your keyword research and manage and do all that kind of stuff. The competitor analysis, I didn't really see a page where you can actually analyze all the URLs and all that stuff that you can do, and SE ranking and Ahrefs and so forth. So is this a replacement for these tools? No. Sheer SEO is not really a one-to-one replacement either. But if you guys are just trying to if you guys want a hardcore on-page technical SEO tool, then you can use Labrika, but it won't solve your keyword research now I can truly see it's not even going to solve your keyword rankings issues. You would need to go with tier 3, and you still would not be able to scale agency level even at 1,500 keywords per month, because you would only get to check them one time per month, if that makes sense. Okay. So I think Shear for the most part wins on almost every account. For my use case, Sheer SEO is more like a traditional. It gives me 10,000 keywords. I can easily do keyword research. I can look at backlinks very easily. It's more of a replacement tool for like Ubersuggest and doing keyword research for a website. I love the keyword gap feature over here. One of my favorites inside of Sheer as well. So my opinion overall, I'm not going to even do the verses, I don't think, because unless you guys made it this far in the video and you still want me to do kind of a versus opinion, then I can do that. But this one, obviously, I'm going to give the win to Sheer SEO in almost every category. I'll give Labrika for technical SEO auditing. I'll give them the edge. They win on that front. But Labrika, for me, boost your website's SEO with AI-driven insights and actionable recommendations. They do market. They're marketing as an all-in-one tool, but you just saw the keyword research. Even after 4 years, it's awful. It's actually awful. And I'm a keyword research guy, and so it's just not going to win in my book. And so I can't give it a higher score than Sheer for that, for that point. It just loses in so many categories. So I would actually have to give Labrika like a 3.3, to be completely honest with you, because I'm coming at this with years and years of experience of keyword research and building niche websites and so forth. And I couldn't use Labrika to get the job done for that. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. If I was going to grade both of them, Labrika 3.3, and Sheer was a 4.0. I'm happy with my purchase on Sheer, and I'm glad that you guys motivated me to take another look at Labrika. I will be going and getting a refund because this is just not a tool that I can see myself using. So I'll probably be going and getting a refund for that purchase that I made to do this review. What do you guys think below? Leave the comments. These are just really long unpacking videos. Sorry about it, guys, that it's almost impossible. I can't make 10-minute videos, but hopefully this brought value to you guys, so you guys don't have to go and spend your money on Labrika. All right, guys. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.